And we were like, let's call it fuck men. But like,
fuck men. Hey, you're listening to Babes and Bad Decisions podcast. We're babes, we make bad decisions, and we're here to tell you about them. My name's Elaina.
My name is Charlotte.
And I'm Emily.
Good start. Good start.
It's like we're supposed to talk. This is our second episode, if you can't tell.
Woo!
I know you're probably bored of us by now.
Don't say that. We're so entertaining. We're like the funniest people I know.
All right, and let's start. This is a strong intro.
It is a strong intro. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about friends with benefits / fuck buddies.
Did you say that like fuck buddies?
Yeah, fuck buddies. So I think to me, there's a distinction between the two. Mm-hmm. I don't know if that's the same for you guys, but I feel like friends with benefits and fuck buddies are like, they serve kind of the same purpose, but like, I guess their origins are different.
I agree.
I don't know if you guys feel the same.
No, I 100% agree.
I used to not feel the same, but...
What changed your mind?
Well, I had only had friends with benefits, and then I had a fuck buddy, and then I realized that there was a difference.
I guess, that would make sense.
You know?
Yeah. So I guess, like, to me, the difference is, like, a fuck buddy is somebody that you see for the main purpose of, like, getting off and having sex.
Wait, what's that?
Yeah, Charlotte's a virgin. I'm just kidding.
Nothing wrong with virgins.
No, there's nothing wrong with virgins.
Charlotte's not a virgin, though.
No, but Charlotte is not.
Sorry, Mom
All
and
right,
Dad.
wow. This is the exposed Charlotte
I feel like
episode.
her mom knows.
Oh,
Don't they
no,
know?
my parents know.
Okay, good.
I mean, I was like, once you're in a serious relationship, I feel like it's not like required, but we were together for like a year, friends for like 4.
Actually,
so
my mom, I was home for a little bit, and my mom was like talking about, because like I have 2 guys that I like kind of see while I'm in town, and she was like, you're not gonna see them both at the same time, are you? I was like, no.
Yes, Mom.
Threesomes. Never. I was like, she was like, they're not gonna be like in the same room or anything, and I was like, no, Mom, I'm not an idiot.
Oh,
and she was
funny.
like, are you using protection? And I was like, yes, I am.
Yes, Mom.
I was like, don't you think you raised me better?
clears throat.
Shut up.
Anyway,
but yeah, so I don't know where I was. So fuck buddies are, and then friends with benefits, I feel like are, to me, it's like you were friends beforehand, and then you just kind of like fell into a sexual relationship.
Yeah.
But usually there's not like any kind of like feelings there. It's not like, well, I guess it could be like you're having sex on your way to a relationship, but like that's not where you are at that point.
Yeah.
Like it's at the point before feelings are involved, where it's, you can like still hang out with that person, like get together with them and hang out with them without the intention being sex, but then also you guys fuck.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah.
I feel like...
I don't know why, but this conversation brings me back to when we were like thinking of names for the podcast.
Oh my god.
And we were like, let's call it fuck men. But like,
fuck men. That is so true. Yeah, that's our subtitle. Is fuck men, but fuck men.
God damn it.
God damn it. It's fine. I like our title now, but it's a backup.
Just in case.
Just in case.
Just in case we stop making bad decisions.
Spin-off. Okay.
This is going really well.
It is. So what makes a good like fuck buddy situation to you guys? Like not a friends with benefits, but like a fuck
when
buddy.
You fuck. Sorry, just cut that one out.
No, we're gonna leave it in.
I think a good fuck buddy is, someone that you can have really good sex with, but that is not complicated in any other way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
That it's like very, you guys both have the same understanding of like, all right, this is why we're both here. We're not really gonna do anything else.
Because I feel if they're complicated, like why not just go into a relationship? Because
Right.
like I feel like that's why people resort to fuck buddies is because they either don't have the time for a relationship, they don't want that emotional attachment, and they just don't want the complications that are attached to every relationship.
Yeah.
So like, no problems, fuck buddy.
Yeah, pretty much.
No problems. Fuck buddy.
I feel like fuck buddies are like the person that you call and you're like, you go over, you have sex, and then you leave.
Yeah.
In
like
my opinion.
your
Good
2 a.m.
day.
call. You're consistent, like post midnight.
Right. Where it's like you're not really there for any other purpose.
Okay, that's true.
I actually knitted with my... No, I'm totally...
You knitted?
The fuck?
I'm kidding.
I mean, she does knit, but like...
All right, we're cutting that out.
In her
They can't know that.
No, we're very open on this podcast, Charlotte. You have to share everything.
Well, welcome. I'm a businesswoman during the day and a grandma at night.
I knit and I'm proud.
I mean, do you see it differently?
No, I guess, like, I really haven't had...
No, that's Emily's lying. No. I'm lying, but
No! I'm not lying.
your voice goes up like 3 octaves.
Okay, no. But, like, I've really only had friends with benefits. I've never really had, like, fuck buddies, per se. Because either it's, like, a friendship that turns into fucking, or it is a, like, we got together, but, like, we knew we were going to have sex, but, like, we can still hang out. Right. You know? It's not just, like, I only go over to, like, have sex or fool around or whatever, and then I leave.
Yeah.
So, what makes a good, like, friends with benefits situation to me, on, like, the flip side of that, is, like, someone that you're really cool with, but you don't have those, like, feelings for, which I guess can be, like, a kind of a weird area between fuck buddies and wanting to get in a relationship with someone, is like that it's such a fine line, because like one person can get feelings really easily, or one party can feel like have higher expectations for the other, or like they can both have higher expectations, while like my friend is in this kind of relationship with this guy where they hang out a lot, but they like also have sex and hook up, and they found themselves kind of expecting more of the other and kind of expecting what you would expect out of your partner in a relationship. Yeah. But they both don't want to get in a relationship. So it's like they've had to kind of have those talks about, like, you know, we're expecting too much of each other. Like, we shouldn't, like, this is not what either of us want. So we need to kind of fall back. And, like, that can be hard when you've been in a long-term relationship or you haven't had a friends with benefits situation before. Yeah. And so it's, like, finding that weird kind of middle ground. Yeah. But it's definitely, like, a fine line.
Yeah. Because it's super easy, especially when you're coming out of a relationship or, like, that's all you've really been in. It's really easy to, like, fall back on those expectations. And I feel like in order to make a relationship like that work, it's all about being on the same page. And, like, people say all the time that, like, relationships are all about communication. Yeah. And, like, even though it might be, like, a really casual...
Yeah, it's still a relationship.
Right. Like, communication is still super important to make sure that you guys are both on the same page. And that you both know, like, why the other person's there and what they're expecting. And
because the way I look at it, like, the only situation where I've had, like, actual friends with benefits is... when I broke up with my ex. Yeah. And that's who I was, like, continuing.
Like, he was your friend with benefits?
Yeah, 100%. And I think, like, I don't know if I could actually... because that's the only case that I've actually been friends with the person I'm fucking. Right. Wow, that was, like, really raw. I could have said that so politely, I was like, hi. No, but that's why I don't think I could have friends with benefits, because of that being my only situation to relate everything to, because I feel like when you're friends with benefits versus you're friends with benefits with an ex, there's a very, like, I don't know the difference, but, like, it's very different.
No, and we've all kind of been in that situation where we've still been kind of sleeping with our ex, and we'll go into this more, like, when we talk about our exes episode. Yeah. But, like, that friends with benefits situation with an ex is always really hard, because like, there can still be feelings involved, like, even if it didn't end so well, or, like, if it did end well, but I don't feel like it ended very well for any of us. So but, like,
steer.
Well, it's hard, close to impossible to completely just, like, shut off feelings.
If you've had a fine experience with no feelings attached to an ex,
please tell us.
Just let us, write us an email. I'd love to read it before I go to bed and just be like, why? Why didn't that happen to me?
Like,
what did I do wrong?
Please email us if you've ever experienced where you were with somebody for a period of time and you guys broke up, but you, like, slept together still, and it was a friends with benefits situation and there were no feelings involved, because I don't feel like we're gonna get a single email where that happened, unless they were like, we dated for 2 days, right, and then we broke up, but he fucked great. So,
those 2 days meant the world to me.
Were so important. Oh my goodness. That kind of leads into what can ruin that kind of relationship, and I guess what can ruin a fuck buddy relationship is kind of different, but maybe similar to what could ruin like a friends with benefits situation.
I think it's both the same. I think what's going to ruin it is if someone catches feelings.
Yeah.
Because it's no matter if you're fuck buddies or you're friends with benefits, it's going to make it complicated.
Yeah. Well, I feel like it's only ruined if both people don't catch feelings. Because, like, one person could catch, like, if you both catch feelings, then, like, hey, maybe date or, like, figure out where it's going. Right. But I guess with fuck buddies, like, I mean, is there a way to catch feelings? Because if you're just, like, having sex and leaving.
I feel like if you go from, like, just fucking to, like, actually, like
friends with
spending
benefits?
the night and, like, maybe, like, having more time with them and, like, getting to know them outside of bed. Where...
But that would that be a friends with benefits situation then? Or would that be like fuck buddies gone too far?
Could become one, but...
Fuck buddies
that would
gone too far. I think any relationship, I mean, speaking from like a very personal experience, I think any relationship that goes from like a very casual circumstance to like an actual relationship has to kind of go through like a fuck buddy stage.
Mm-hmm.
You mean like a friends with benefits stage?
Yes, that's what I mean.
It's like she's lived this before or something.
What a concept.
So, like, with my personal experience, like, I would say that relationship started out as I'm going to get this right this time, as a fuck buddy relationship, like, very emotionally removed, like, only in it for the physical relationship. And then I do think it progressed to, like, a friends with benefits type thing, and then from there it moved on to a relationship. So I do feel like it was all three at some point.
Yeah.
You know?
Mm-hmm. Well, in your experience, like what made you open from moving from fuck buddies to friends with benefits?
I mean, in my...
the dick was so good.
The dick had a personality of its own, God. And I wanted to get to know the owner.
Disgusting. I'm, like, imagining, like, big mouth dicks that are, like, talking. Dicks. This sounds stupid, but it was really organic for me. Like, there was
gross.
Oh my god,
so
just
gross.
stop listening now.
No. But like, there was never any like point where it was like, oh, okay, like now we're going to like decide to move on.
And on this date, we will move to the
right.
next. We'll level up.
We're graduating.
Mom, I leveled up.
He met all the checkpoints,
Right.
and then he was just like, ba-ding.
He evolved.
It was very effective.
Oh my god.
But yeah, like it was very natural, and I don't think it always has to be very organic. Like I think it can be.
Well, like what else would make you open? And like Char, you too. Like what would make you open to moving from like fuck buddies to friends with benefits, and then friends with benefits to relationship? Which I feel like friends with benefits to relationship, that's just feelings, and when it's reciprocated.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But like what other situations would make you be like, I want to get to know this person a little bit better?
I mean, I think just getting along, because, so yeah, if you have a fuck buddy relationship, like, you're only in it for, like, your main purpose for being there is the physical relationship, but obviously, like, you're still going to, like, talk to the person and, like, spend some kind of
no
time.
talking.
You know what I mean?
Silent sex. And then you leave. No water afterwards.
Exactly. That would be weird. You're not going to do that.
That would be psychotic. I'd be like, that dude is a serial killer.
Right.
And that's never happening again.
Right.
Or maybe it is.
And for me, I have to at least know them a little bit. So, like, in the situation I'm referring to, like, we had gone out, like, gotten food a couple times. So I kind of knew the person outside of just the physical relationship we were there for. But I think for me, it's really, like, getting along well is huge. And I think just overall, like, especially in a relationship like that, like, I have to feel, like, respected, safe. You know what I mean? Like, there has to
have
be
sex with anybody.
Right.
I feel like there's, and it's different for everyone, like what those parameters are. But like
Right.
you have to, like, I don't think I could have sex with like a total stranger. It's
Right.
like at least we'd have to talk for like
Right.
an hour at the bar or
Right.
something. You
But,
know?
yeah, but
Not just
like
you, me, let's go.
go. And like for some people, they don't need that much time.
Yeah.
But at the very least, you have to like feel respected, listened to, understood. Like there
Yeah.
are those super basic relationship things that you kind of have to have in order for it to work.
Yeah. Well, are you like always open to that possibility of like moving from fuck buddy to friends with benefits or friends with benefits to
Definitely
relationship?
depends on the person.
Yeah.
100%. Because I think back to like one of the times I could have had a fuck buddy, and I
remember that.
I had a panic attack in my shower.
She laughs, but
why? Wait, was this when you were home?
And it was like here in Tallahassee.
Oh.
And I like was really giving this guy a chance, and I like saw him only as a fuck buddy, and I had a panic attack in my shower. Proceeded to allow him to stay over that night.
Wait, while he was here, you had a panic attack?
Yeah, no, yes.
Yes.
No, like
No.
he was laying on my bed watching The Office, and I was like, I had work at 8 a.m. the next morning, so like, I'm so sorry, but like when I have work, I'm gonna take a shower by myself. Like I'm gonna do my thing. I'm gonna get ready. So
but
I was like,
he didn't take that as a cue to leave?
no, he sat on my bed and watched The Office. I get out.
You should have left the TV off, turned off all the lights, got in the shower, and like, bye.
No, but
or you should have come out and been like, you're still here.
It was like he just wasn't getting the cue, and I could just tell by that, like, we are just not gonna. This is like, I feel like to also create fuck buddies, you have a chance to read a person, and that was my chance, and like he just didn't get the cue, and like it backfired on my ass, and I was like, holy shit, what am I gonna do? He's on my bed. I was like, literally, like, I don't.
You like got yourself all worked up,
and then I got myself all worked up, and I'm like, well, now I definitely can't have sex. Like, fuck this.
This before you even had sex?
Yes.
You were like, I'm gonna shower, and then maybe we'll have sex. No. He really didn't read that cue then.
No.
Like, he was like, she's gonna shower, but then we're gonna fuck. Like, no.
he didn't seem very
Smart, Elaina met him,
right?
So
intelligent.
he
like
was
socially
one step behind the pack.
He seemed
aware.
socially
Like,
inept.
like you know how like the ugly duckling lost his family, like.
But then he turned beautiful.
Okay, fuck
guy's
that.
got a
But
lot
it's
of
not
time.
him. He's not the beautiful swan yet. He's still an ugly duckling. I remember you like this summer hooked up with this guy like maybe a couple times, and you were like, he's so dumb. You were like, and that's definitely a situation where it's like, yeah, the sex might be great, but like this dude or this person, like I can't fucking talk to them.
Right.
No, I
like
can't.
they're dumber than a box of rocks. Like I can't.
Well, you have to like enjoy your time with them in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
No,
Beyond just the
if you
having
can't
sex
hold a
part.
conversation with me,
Right.
No.
you're really just there for.
You're just like a human dildo. Just like
Literally.
Oh my god, what was that? What was I even answering on that question?
Are you open to more?
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah, if you're apparently not the ugly duckling, or you have some comments.
Yikes.
We need to cut some of this out. This is raw footage.
No. The people
Keeping
need
it-
to know. If you are one of these people, like, get a clue. We're
you
giving
know.
you the gift of information. Like, please take it.
You can learn from it.
Yes. Take it, learn from it, apologize to your past sexual partners, and move on.
It'll be great.
Well, I know, like, I can be super emotional, and, like, now I'm way more
Don't
emotionally...
say.
Now I'm way more, like, emotionally detached. But...
She's like, fuck feelings. What are those?
No, but I've like definitely gotten way too emotionally involved with people that like didn't deserve it or like weren't there for long enough for me to be as emotionally involved as I was. Mm-hmm. But like, I guess, can you really ever emotionally remove yourself from someone that you're constantly having sex with?
I think the kickers are if you're doing it a lot. So if it's like a reoccurring thing, it's going to obviously be harder. Mm-hmm. And then I think in order for you to like have continuous sex with someone and just not develop feelings in any way, shape, or form, you have to like not like them a little bit. Like there has, you know what I mean? Like there has to be something about them that you're like, no, it would never work. I mean? Yeah, because otherwise, like you're bound to have some kind of feelings in some way.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, my friend, I used to work with her. She had been hooking up with this guy for like 2 or 3 years, and they were really good friends.
Oh
and
my
like,
gosh.
yeah, they were like having sex since maybe it was 3 years. It was like senior year of high school, like through half of college.
Yeah,
and then he like really started having feelings for her, and he like brought her home to his mom, and like all and like would invite her to these family dinners, and she like was not into it, so she started to distance herself and was like, yeah, I like can't have sex with him anymore because he like definitely has feelings for me, and it's not like it's not gonna work out, and it's just gonna make him like me more or whatever.
Yeah.
But like,
well, when you bring someone home to your family, I
well,
feel
like she had met his family and stuff because they'd been friends. Like they'd been friends from before.
But that's like
different.
One of my relationships started like that. Like we were best friends for 4 years. We were coworkers. We were 100% just friends. And then there was one night where I went over for dinner with his family. It was so different.
Oh no.
It was like
more serious.
It was, yeah, and I feel like
pressure?
no matter how long, she just must have, like, because obviously the way she also told you, like, she knew that time was different.
Yeah.
Because she must have met his family before.
Yeah.
But that time was, and I feel like when you like, you would just know, it doesn't even have to be like his mom says, like, oh, like, you're dating, right? And you know, that doesn't even need to happen. It's just, like, a different vibe at the table, or, like, he's presenting himself differently or stuff like that. Just like you can read off those clues. Like I feel like she definitely knew that time was a little different.
Yeah,
for sure.
I think in the past I would have said probably not. Like if you're consistently having sex with someone and like being that intimate, and like if you are friends with benefits, like I used to catch feelings like real quick. And like I definitely got way more emotionally involved. But now I feel like because of stuff I've gone through and like where I am now, I definitely can see not catching those feelings with someone that you are like being around a lot or like having sex with. And like I don't want a relationship right now. So going into like this guy that I'm seeing, or like now we're like kind of in between fuck buddies and friends with benefits, because like we hang out, but we also have sex.
Yeah.
So
We also have sex.
but like I don't see him, like I really enjoy being around him. Like he's super funny. Like our physical chemistry is really great. Like our like friendship conversation chemistry is really great. But like I don't really find myself like catching feelings for him.
Right.
And like things he said to me like worried me for a second, and then he was like, because he was like, yeah, I deleted Bumble, like that's how we met. I was like, oh no, why did you do that? Why did you do that? And he was like, I just feel like we found something really real. And he's like, I don't like expect, he's like, that was kind of a 1 in a million chance to like find someone that I get along with as well as I get along with you.
Yeah.
He's like, I see myself like finding that again on that app. He's like, I don't really care what you do. Like you probably still have it. And but he said it very genuinely.
Of this conversation, I feel like you were like, abort.
Mayday.
Because red lights everywhere.
Yes, my heart was beating so fast because he like was clearly in his head about something, and like I was like, what? Like, what are you thinking about? What's going on?
Where are you going with this?
Yeah, and I was so nervous. And then he said that, and he's like a very like honest, upfront person. He said it super genuinely, and I was like, oh, thank God. I was like, I'm not deleting Bumble or Hinge or Tinder. I'm not necessarily like looking right now.
Right.
Because he's fulfilling like,
I'm not looking, but I also have all apps ready to go.
and I do, and like
it was options open.
It was like very, I like I was like holding my breath as he was telling me that. I was like, no.
Yeah.
But
like in high school, and you know this person, like there was this guy, and we were friends first, and then relatively soon after became friends with benefits, and like we were hooking up for probably like 2.5 years or something like that. And like the feelings were definitely caught at some point by both of us, but we were very good at just being like, yeah, they're there, like we'll flirt around them, but we're never gonna actually like acknowledge them seriously. And I think a lot of that had to do with the same, like, it's just not, like, I just know it's not gonna work.
Yeah.
So there's really no point in like ruining
what's
the
good.
relationship that we have for something that I know is not gonna be any better or like work out any better.
It could have just ended like so much worse.
Right.
Like I feel like if you guys had dated, it could have been good for like a hot minute,
while, but not seriously.
It would have ended like really. I remember, a conversation. He was on FaceTime and I was there, and he said something like super not okay.
Yeah,
and you were like, I had no idea that he had those views.
But like even before that, it was just like we were. There's just like people that you just don't 100%. I don't even know how to describe it. It's just like
it's not worth, like the risk is not worth.
Right. Like making the relationship any more serious would have ruined it, and it's like not even worth it to go there.
Yeah.
But like the feelings were caught. So as long as you're really good at repressing them, you're fine.
Just don't feel.
That's what I did, and it turned out great.
But like, how did you repress them? Like, yeah,
I mean, there were definitely moments where it was like less than ideal. Like it was definitely tough sometimes. But I think we found a kind of a happy medium of like being able to express them a little bit and like kind of be flirty a little bit, and like so we were able to like let out some of the emotion so that it wasn't like completely bottled up. And I think it helped because we were really good friends, so it wasn't just like a completely like emotionless relationship to begin with. But I think it was like finding that happy medium between like letting out little things but not going too far.
Oh my god, that would fuck me up so hard.
But
really? Repressing feelings.
I'm like a all in or like a all out kind of person.
Yeah.
Like,
but I mean,
100%.
It did suck sometimes, but like we saw each other a lot and like had sex a lot and like talked a lot. So
they
like
did
didn't even tell me
stuff.
until like because I'm the one that introduced them. Like I was friends with him, and then obviously I was really good friends with Elaina, and I like introduced them
when you liked her.
Yes, when I liked her.
Okay,
yes.
got it.
And so it was like months into this, and you were like, "Yeah, by the way, like we're fucking," and I was like,
she was like, "What?
Why didn't you tell me?" I felt so weird because I was like, "Wow, I've been like." Fine, I look like Boo Boo the Fool over here.
Well, that happened to me though. My best friend, my two girl best friends started going out.
Oh, you told me about that. But good for them.
They were God literally love them. God bless them. They're gonna do
great. Are they still together?
Yes, they're still together. God. I love them both with my whole heart. But like, it was happening for 3 months, and we got breakfast every day. I swear I'm dumb as bricks sometimes. They were like, yeah, you really didn't know?
Yeah,
no,
I
didn't.
Your whole focus is like school. So of course you wouldn't be like, is there some sexual tension
between
these two girls?
They would kiss each other and be like, oh, is that for a project?
They would kiss each other.
Research?
I
would know if
you like saw their sex tape and you're like, is this for like film 101? Like what is this?
Music and film, right?
Music in high school.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
It's fine. But wait, have you guys ever had like multiple fuck buddies at once? Or like friends with benefits?
No, I've had like a sexual relationship and then like an emotional relationship.
That's
at the same time.
That's as most as I can like probably say I've had them at one time. Why? Have you had differently?
Kinda. It's more like I don't even know what to consider them because it's like one I'm like still more emotionally involved with, and like when I see him we have sex, and the other one he's like recently became interested in me again, and like I'll definitely have sex with him while I'm here, and then I'm gonna go back to Nashville and like have sex with that guy. So it's not like I'm consistently having sex with the same people,
right?
But like when I'm down,
she has options.
I have options. And like Nashville guy knows because we were talking about other people, because we're talking about like contraceptives, which we'll talk about in another episode. But I was like, like I have my host down in Florida. And I was like,
amazing.
I was like, do you have any hoes? And he was like, well, I have like one in Colorado. He's like, but I don't see her that often. And I was like, well, I don't see my hoes in Florida that often. Right. But I was like, but they're still there.
Yeah.
This guy has feelings for you.
No, he doesn't.
I see
Why
that.
do you say that?
I see that relationship as like there's the possibility for it to develop, but I see it as like not emotional right now.
When guys specifically say, "Oh, but I don't talk to her a lot," it's too.
I think that's just the assholes that you have been dealing with.
Oh, okay.
No, because he's like
no, it definitely makes sense. We don't even need to touch on it.
No, because he was like, he like had to think about it. He was like, well, yeah, I mean, there's like this one girl in Colorado, but like, I mean, he doesn't go to Colorado a lot, which is why he's like, I don't see her a lot because she lives in a different state. But like, okay, can you have multiples at once? Because like, I have my answer for this, but I want to see what y'all think.
I think you can.
I think so. Yeah.
Like fuck buddies or friends with benefits or both?
I think both.
Yeah.
No limits, women. We have no limits.
Yeah.
The limit does not exist.
I mean, I think anything's possible. So I was going to say, as long as like if you have two friends with benefits, as long as you only, I don't know, like if you catch feelings for one, then like only have it for one. But like I guess you could catch them for both. Just have like a whole bachelor situation. Like which one will I choose?
And then they all dump you.
Right. Exactly.
Peter. Char, do you think?
Oh yeah, I think you can. I just think it like for me it would take a lot of control. because I'm an emotionally invested person, and like I look for something to like relate to you emotionally on, and I feel like I hate calling them this, like ugly duckling or like no common sense.
Call it as you see it.
Like those two relationships would 100% be so easy for me to pursue as fuck buddies and only fuck buddies,
right?
And I know it wouldn't turn into anything else for me personally, but like I feel like whoever the person is and like whatever is happening, like you do you. So like it might take me more control than it takes Elaina or Emily to have this. So
yeah, it takes a lot of control. Don't get me wrong.
Elaina's over here like I do have feelings. Do not worry.
No. Well, like, and that's what I was saying earlier. Like, it definitely sucks sometimes, and it does take some like very like intentful. Like you have to have intention behind. Like, no, I'm not going to go there. Like, no, that's too far. No, I'm not even gonna let myself. Whatever. Like, it definitely takes self-control for sure.
Yeah. Like having multiple fuck buddies or friends with benefits at the same time would be exhausting. Like trying to schedule, like just for myself,
the planner would be outrageous.
Oh my god!
Oh my god! There'd be so many colors in there.
She'd have to have 3 planners, like full size.
Fuck buddy, friends with benefits,
like color
possible
coded,
relationship,
like, Excel sheet. I have conditional formatting,
and like, Dylan at 8. And
but if Eric runs late, then like, this is the excuse I'm gonna use for Dylan.
That's the other thing, like
pure anxiety.
If you have multiple, like, should you tell them all about each other or no?
But
I think that depends on the relationship.
No, well, I feel like you don't.
Oh yeah, no, you're right. It depends on the relationship.
Well, if it's all fuck buddies, you don't need to. Just make sure that you're being safe with all of them,
right?
Because you should be honest with like your sexual partners about like just you don't have to tell them everything, but just like to keep each other safe. Friends with benefits, what if they know each other?
Yeah, that would
like what if they're friends and you're friends with them, but then you're sleeping with both of them, but they don't know?
Yeah, that'd be weird. Unless they don't care, unless they're like, hey.
Yeah. I mean, some guys are like into that.
Right.
They're like, we're both hitting the same girl,
right?
Blah, 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 you know?
Oh, good God.
But like Elaina, I'd be cool with if Elaina and I hit the same guy.
Yeah, I'd be cool with it, dude.
What?
Didn't y'all at least make out with the same guy?
We did.
I mean, yeah, but I don't know that that's the same. I feel like
that's
more
out,
common.
buddy, if you're listening to this.
I don't know. He does.
You know who you are.
I feel like that's more common though.
No, we haven't had sex with the same person.
Correct.
Which is hilarious to me.
Yeah, I agree.
But like having multiple at once, it can definitely get messy, and I think just in like timing and all that, like scheduling, like we said before, and
unless they're in different states, like then it's prime.
Yeah, but then if you
one
travel
in each
a lot,
state,
you can have
basically what I'm hearing is that
like Jason
we're doing
Derulo.
it. Emily and I are doing it right. Multiple states.
Are we?
Well, yeah.
Oh, high five. Good job.
Sound effect.
Sound effect. But yes, so I think it's definitely possible. I think it'd be exhausting. It's nice if they're not in the same area, and probably better if they don't know each other unless they're cool with it.
Yeah.
But yeah, like for me, I have like my fuck buddy / friend with benefit up in Nashville, and then I have people that like I see when I come down.
Yeah.
Like you got options. You gotta have options. It's important.
I mean, if you're not in the place to be in a relationship, then I feel like giving this kind of relationship a shot, like a casual friends with benefits type thing, it's worth it.
I could never
try it out.
Yeah. I mean, like maybe after college, but like I invest myself in college. I don't have time.
You don't have time for anybody.
One.
Yeah.
I think it takes the right person, and I think that you are just like, and not. I'm really not saying this in a bad way, but you are
really
pickier than most, which is fine.
Great. Because of how emotionally invested you get, it is great that you're picky. Because like you don't want to emotionally invest in somebody that's like not going to give it back or going to like let you down super early on, because like you just get like essentially heartbroken like over and over again, which would suck. So it's probably better that you're like, after a couple times you're like, yeah, no, this is definitely not it, and you can drop them. There's definitely a lot of pros to having like friends with benefits. Are there any, like, do you think there's any cons in like having a friends with benefits or like a fuck buddy? Because we've gone through a lot of pros. I'm trying to think if there's any like cons.
I mean, the cons that we kind of have touched on are, you know, if feelings get involved, then like that relationship can go south.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
like
or
there's
if you have multiple.
right,
and you
there's a
catch feelings for
possibility
one.
of like that relationship going poorly
Yeah.
based on that happening.
Or like if one of them is jealous and it's like your
Right.
friend with benefits and you like go out together and you're like flirting with other people.
Yeah.
Like, and
Yeah.
that doesn't go over well, or
I think other cons,
it could like make you not emotionally ready to like get in a relationship if you're like
if you get stuck in it.
Yeah, if you're so focused on like not getting emotionally involved,
Yeah.
it can like your physical and sometimes emotional needs are being met by someone else, so you like aren't searching for someone that could fill like that relationship hole as well.
Right.
So you can, like you said, you can get like stuck in it.
Yeah, for sure.
So like how do you know when to like get out?
I don't know.
Like,
I've never had that problem.
I know, me neither. Will you guys tell me if I need to get out?
Yes.
Okay. Closing remarks from you guys.
No limits to all listeners. Do what you gotta do. Honestly, figure it out. And usually, like, your experiences is what you learn from and you take to your future experiences and relationships. So that's my closing remarks.
Yeah.
Great.
Drops mic.
Don't drop the mic.
I think my biggest thing, and I feel this way about relationships in general, is like, I really don't think that you should have to force anything. So I think if the opportunity arises and you feel like that's like a relationship that's kind of developing your life, like give it a shot. But be mindful of all the things that we've talked about.
And to all of our listeners out there, be safe.
Yes.
Use contraceptives.
Yes, please.
And talk to the people in your life that you trust when you're going through shit, because especially ones that are like good friends / family, they'll tell you straight up and they'll like help you through tough times and when you're unsure about things. So just like lean on those people.
Or DM us.
Yeah, or
We'll tell you what to do.
DM / email us and we will happily talk about it.
We'll be the most honest person ever because we don't know you.
And we're done.
And
we'll see you next week. We don't
No,
even need an outro.
We need your game.
Peace
Yes.
out. Oh, sugar.
Sugar! She is a white Midwestern mom!
Just said,
Oh, sugar. That's what my mom says. She's not Midwestern, but like still.
And
All right, so Char's game.
My game.
What are we
Okay.
playing today?
So funny story. I literally wrote 4 questions down for the wrong episode.
So funny.
And then made us stop midway
Hilarious.
so I could rewrite them for this episode. So we're back
Don't
to
be rude. Jesus.
So funny story.
So funny story.
I thought it was funny.
I fucked up.
I
fucked up.
Okay, we're doing most likely to again. Okay, most likely to bring their fuck buddy home. Like, so when I ask these, it's like out of all of us, like
home, to your parents?
Yep.
It's
me.
I brought a dude to my parents' boat before he even told me we were together.
Yeah. I was gonna say, like, I've definitely brought my fuck buddy home, but I think it's Emily.
I really just spit on my mic.
But then that
All right.
weekend, he was like, I was like, oh, are we together? He goes, oh my God, yes, Emily. What the fuck do you think is happening?
So
I was
yeah,
like,
I think it's
"No."
Emily.
So it's Emily.
Is it me? Okay.
All right. Most likely to catch feelings first in the relationship.
Emily.
Damn.
Is it
Emily.
Is it not Char?
No.
Charlotte
Absolutely.
catches
It
feelings
takes me
like
like
last.
87 dates for me to actually know that I like
Like,
them.
I would like Charlotte's boyfriend before Charlotte liked Charlotte's boyfriend.
Well,
Literally,
I'm
the
not-
only reason I'm going on my second date, if that ever even happens, is because Elena's like, well, I don't think you don't like him yet.
I'm like,
so
just keep
true.
dating him, just see how it goes.
Yeah. Okay, fine. I mean, like, I don't like this guy.
Fine.
I don't like this guy yet, but like, I'll tell you if I do.
I think he has feelings, but it's fine.
He doesn't. Okay, whatever.
Most likely to have more than one fuck buddy.
Elaina's a bad bitch and a very
can see that.
sexual being.
I think, like, obviously, currently it's Emily, but I
But
think...
it-
No, I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
well,
I
but
agree.
we're in very different situations versus like Elaina in her hoe days.
Right.
I feel like
Elaina
it could
was
be.
wilding
It
out.
could definitely
I was
be me.
wilding out.
It was
I-
great. I looked up to her and I was like, I can't wait to like have my hoe
And
days.
now you're wilding out.
I am.
It could definitely be
Thanks,
me
Mom.
if
You're
I didn't
welcome.
have a planner.
You
That's
if you didn't
true.
have a planner. You
Actually,
if
no,
you
I
weren't
definitely-
you.
Yeah, I need a lot of adjusting. To
You
have
are
more
a
than
walking
one right
planner.
now.
Need to teach you how to wild out.
Go for a run.
She goes
Sip water
Wake
at
up-
8:20.
8:21.
Disgusting.
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 most likely to have a one-night stand?
Elaina.
Me.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Wow, I wasn't in any of these questions.
Well, you're not a bad bitch. Is that
We'll
the
get her
last
there.
question, or is it one
The
more?
other ones are for the next episode.
Oh, okay.
We'll get her there.
No, yeah.
Okay.
No, please don't get me there. I don't have the time in my day for that.
We'll get you there. Yeah.
Oh, wait. I have a... Can we
Another
end on a
question?
question?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, screw the most likely to. Obviously, that's fun and stuff, but we're getting to the good stuff.
Okay.
Okay.
What is the biggest mistake you've ever made in bed?
Oh.
She just takes a deep breath.
This is gonna take some
I know mine.
thought.
Is it? You have to start, because I have to, like,
I gotta think.
I gotta delve.
I answered.
I block it out.
Oh, God. Why did I get so southern? Stop that.
Okay. You're hanging with us too much.
I'm hanging with Nashville on my
Hanging with
right and
Nashville.
Florida on my left.
It's true.
The biggest mistake I've ever made while in bed is 100% starting and completing the act while on the phone with Google Support.
What?
Yes. And it was like
Why were you calling Google support?
It just couldn't wait.
All right. It's like, I'm
No.
in the heat of the moment, but we gotta fix
was
my
more- it
fucking
was
Google
more-
Home.
Alexa!
Alexa, call Google support.
I heard you ask, but I can't find that name in your contact.
I literally thought, I was like, watch her do it. Watch her do it.
No, Alexa, never mind.
I heard you ask for, but I can't find that name in your contacts. Do you have their phone number?
No.
Okay, you can always add it later under contacts.
So, anyway, coming back.
It was almost
No, it was like, so
so close.
he was already on the phone with them for some, like,
Was he waiting? Like, was he on hold?
so, no.
In line?
He, like, I'm going to bully out him, but, like, no, something like, he made an email account and, like, something was not working and he, like, had to fix it right then and there, of
But
course.
he also had to fuck you right then.
Yeah, so, like, it just, like, I was there.
He was there.
It happened.
His dick was there.
The
Google
poor-
support was there.
Google support was there. Just, I really do confidently believe that they probably heard some of it.
It's probably not the weirdest thing they've heard.
That's true.
As a Google support tech.
Yeah,
That's
this
true.
poor guy, he was just so nice.
He's probably-
and, like,
See, I wouldn't, like, say that was a mistake, like, if that were
No.
me. So I guess I have
Really?
to think about this differently.
That wasn't a mistake. That was like you
I felt bad
you
afterwards.
made the decision.
I mean,
Not
I
that
felt
bad.
good afterwards.
A mistake
but
is
then,
like a mistake is like I
The
accidentally
guilt from
bit
the
his
act.
dick, or like
Right. That's what I was thinking.
Oh,
or
no,
like,
I've never done that.
I mean, I guess the only mistake would probably be, like, doing things with people that I probably
shouldn't
shouldn't have. You know what I mean?
Yo, retweet to that.
But I don't think there was any, like, anything in the actual sex itself that was
Yeah.
ever, like, a mistake.
There's only mistakes of like I've sent pictures to people I probably shouldn't have, or
Right.
like content to people.
Right.
Like I can't think of like a mistake during sex, but I've definitely like sent stuff to somebody that like I was like, oh, I think like we're gonna have sex again, and then when like we didn't, and I was like sending him pictures and stuff to like get him to come fuck, and then that didn't happen. So I
Yeah.
was like, that was definitely a mistake.
Yeah.
But maybe not during sex.
Yeah, I don't really think I have anything during sex.
No, it was
But I
definitely,
enjoyed your Google Hangout story.
It was
Yeah, no,
definitely
I'm-
a mistake. It was a mistake.
Sorry,
We
Google.
never should have allowed. I never should have allowed it to happen. That
But was
poor
it good sex?
It was worth it.
She goes.
No, it was. It was very intimate, believe it or not, with Google Support on the phone.
It was a threesome. I mean, it can't not be
you
intimate.
know, Steve,
my
Jeff,
God.
whatever his name was. He was.
He was right there in the action.
It was great. I hope y'all are doing well. Oh God, I said y'all. Just end it here. Just
end me.
just end me now.
No.
All right, thanks so much for listening. You can find us on Instagram at Babes and Bad Decisions and on Twitter at BABD Podcast. And you can also email us at babesandbaddecisions@gmail.com.
And I just wanted to leave you all with this little egg. Little nugget of fuck buddies. In this pandemic, it's more likely than you think.
Thanks for listening.
Bye.
Bye.